Hey guys, how you doing? It's Haraj Singh Productions over here. For the people that are starting university this year, congratulations on getting this opportunity. This video I'll be giving you 7 things I wish I knew before I started university. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So straight to the point. So number 1 will be Freshers Week. Freshers Week is honestly like the best thing about university, in the sense that this is where you have the opportunity when you first start to get to meet people and to also join societies where you can actually meet people externally from your course. So for example, there's societies like football society, dance society, pool society. It depends on what kind of person you are in general. So I do recommend this. So when you first start university, you don't feel as if you're alone. You feel as if there's people with you that you can actually associate yourself with. This is actually a potential way for you to actually make good friends out there. So one exciting thing I'll tell you about freshers is when I did go for my freshers event, right, I was given like freebies, and I was not expecting this. I was actually given like a Gillette Fusion blade holder. I'm like thinking like, okay, I'm being welcomed over here. This is something that I really did enjoy. But when I did start university, like the week after freshers week, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like the first week I came in, workload after workload. And this is something I will go into. Alright, so number 2 guys, when you do start university, this is something that I really want people to know. You will make a lot of friends. Like when you do start, don't get me wrong, it's like everyone is your friend. Everyone's like family with each other. But then as soon as 2 to 3 weeks go by, you start to realize that people go distant from you. And people that you thought were your friends might not be your friend. That's why my advice would be go with the flow and see what's best for you when you do start university. Take things slowly with people, because when you do start, you will have a massive group. Let's put it like that, especially when you go to society. But then obviously as the workload is affecting a lot of people out there, you will realize that people are dropping out of university, and you'll also realize that people out there may not even go to the same societies as you anymore. So obviously it is best to keep in touch on social media with them, but at the same time make sure you have like a selective amount of friends like outside as well. But that way you are keeping active and you are socializing with people out there. Don't get me wrong, it's a really cool experience to have like a lot of friends, be able to meet people with different personalities and also with different cultural beliefs. You learn more and you actually adapt more experiences from that, like when you actually start your work life, because that way you have that experience and that mindset that you are going to meet people like that. Number 3 guys, you will be spending a lot more money. I will guarantee you that. Even if you're moving out or you're not, you will be spending more money. Firstly, if you're not moving out, think about it. You're going to be spending money on travel, which you wouldn't really do in the first place right now, as you're a sixth former or you probably go to college. But university, you are going to have to travel by train. And when you do travel by train, think about it, it's a cost. And as well as that, when you are in university, you are going to have long breaks throughout your days. So for example, my days in my first year were like 9 to 4 o'clock. But then between 1 to 3 o'clock, I would have a break. So between 1 to 3 o'clock, if you think about it, you are tempted to buy food from outside, and as my university is in central London, you are going to spend money on food, which is more of an expense. So what I would recommend you to do is make sure you get like a part-time job before you start university, but if not, maintenance loan does help you a lot. Now we'll get to that at the end of this video. Secret is that the university is going to recommend you to buy books depending on what modules that you are studying. These books are not 20 to 30 pounds like they are in sixth form normally. These books are looking around 70 to 100 pounds depending. But the secret is, if you do all the seminar questions and all the lecture slides on a weekly basis, you will be fine, honestly. So guys, as long as you're consistent, you should be fine to like do well in university. Yeah, so let's get into number 4. This is a very serious one for the people out there that are starting university that will believe that university will be a joke. University will be fun, just 3 days a week. But guys, I'm gonna tell you this right now, I was in that misconception myself, but the truth is, uni is not a joke. Uni is a place where you have to put in the work and you have to put in the grind. If you don't do it, believe it or not, you will not get the marks that you want. Because with university, although it's 3 days a week, the workload does take up more than a week depending on how you study and how many hours you put in. So that's why I do recommend, if you are going to go to university, make sure you take like work experience depending on the field that you are trying to study. Otherwise, if you just go to university to obtain a degree, or just being told by people that if you get a degree you'll be successful, you may not really enjoy what you're doing at the end of the day. And when you don't enjoy something, you're not going to really like do it. So what's the point of spending like 9 grand onto a degree every year that you're not going to enjoy and you feel suffocated for doing it? So that's why if you aren't sure about what you really want to do, I would 100% consider doing an apprenticeship rather than going to university, as the stress is not really worth it unless you really want to do this in the future. So now we can talk about number 5. So number 5 would be, I would recommend to make friends with people who are actually going to uni to make sure they get the highest marks and to make sure they help each other as well. Because that way, when you are in an environment that actually studies with each other and actually adapts more knowledge from each other, that way you'll put yourself in a situation where you're learning and you'll be more confident confident for the upcoming exams that are coming up. Whereas if you make friends that like to go to university but just to muck around but not go to lectures or seminars, that way you are putting yourself in a risk where you don't attend yourself and you will miss out on a lot of things that you should know for the exam, which can put you in a potential risk of failing your exam, which is something that I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to do. 9 grand a year, unless you're a millionaire, you wouldn't want to waste that, would you? And having to retake that again and again, like, you'd rather get it done once and pass. Alright guys, let's move on to number 6. Number 6 would be to keep a really good relationship with your tutors and your employment team. Keeping a good relationship with your tutors would actually help you do well in the exam as well, because this way when you do need help and you're not getting that help from anyone, unfortunately, this way your teachers will actually be able to have a meeting with you, be able to like socialize with you regarding what you need help with. This way you can feel more confident for the exam, you can be guided about what can be coming up in the exam as well. So this way it's like you got support from everyone, you won't feel as if like you did not get the support that you wanted. So that's why I do highly recommend that. And in terms of employment team, 100% I recommend this, because the employment team will actually help you obtain a placement and a graduate scheme. As long as you do go to them, they can keep you updated about the vacancies that are available, opportunities that are there for students out there. So this way they can guide you on how to improve on your interview skills, your CV, and how you really represent yourself when it comes to cover letters. So guys, this is a must. Like, as soon as you start university, although you want to have fun, I do recommend you to sign up for the employment opportunities. And also, every tutor you do get, do keep in touch with them regularly, because there may be situations where you might struggle with like certain questions or certain aspects of like the module you are studying. Yes guys, so number 7, the last one I 100% recommend, and I did say I was going to get back into this. Student finance and maintenance loans. 100% I do recommend this if you are moving out. But however, you do need to apply for student finance a few weeks before you do start university. I would recommend it 2 months before. So that way, if you are borrowing a loan, for example, if you can't pay off the 9 grand by yourself, which I highly doubt anyone would as a student, they would have to borrow the student finance in order for them to pay off the tuition fees. However, maintenance loan, if you are moving out, yes, I do recommend it, because think about it. If you are in London, for example, and you're moving to like University of Birmingham, it's going to be quite hard for you to have like a part-time job whilst you're moving out. So if you have maintenance loan, at least you have that extra income there for you, which can help you provide for your meals, your food, and necessary things you need, like in your flat, wherever you're living, like in your accommodation. But however, if you're a student that's not moving up but living at home but needs a maintenance loan, the only reason why I would recommend it is if you're gonna buy like a car but your insurance is really expensive, so you may need that loan. That's what I did personally. But other than that, I wouldn't really recommend it unless you don't have a part-time job. It does help a lot, don't get me wrong. It does come out of your taxes in the future, which is the sad thing about it, but it does benefit you whilst you're in university. So in a way I do recommend it, in a way I don't. But yeah guys, these are the 7 main things I really wish I knew before I started university. But everything is well now. I've done really well in my 2nd year, and I really hope you guys do really enjoy university and make the most out of it. So if you got any questions, do comment below. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a great day guys. Peace, and do share this across.